If you were to, for example, rate your life on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate?
So, so people say after age of 40 you can't study. I'm studying. So why? I can change my career again.
We reset. Our ambitions reset, our feelings for what we've achieved reset, and then we want more.
So I think you're gonna face that one. The moment you're gonna be more independent, you're gonna be more challenging for the people. People don't like it.
Yeah. It doesn't just happen like that. There is definitely something in the society that is making them do that.
Okay, when I was a kid, I wasn't able to raise my voice. If I didn't like anything, I was like, okay, that's fine. I accept it. Now, social media give you really different kind of power.
Yeah.
You say, you know what? I'm a woman, I would not take it because that's not part of me.
Determination is definitely one thing that I would say people should have in order to be able to achieve at whatever sort of success that they have in their mind.
He got the project, but my project was better than his. And the investor knows that one, but he chose that guy over me. Success for me is like a feeling where you feel proud of yourself.
Hey everyone, welcome to Raw Talk with Sarosh, where we strip off the layers and talk about the real, raw truths of life. Today's guest is someone who runs on ambition, a little bit of caffeine, and a never-ending to-do list. She's a workaholic, a dreamer, and a thinker. Just as I said, she runs on ambition and always dreams big. And I would like you to meet her, Priyanka Banot. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for
It's
inviting me.
it's an honor to have you.
Same here too. I'm so happy to be here today, and thank you, Sarosh, for inviting me for your podcast.
It's my pleasure.
And yes,
Priyanka Banot. Who is Priyanka?
Priyanka, the girl, came from a very middle class family, and I was the only one girl in among the 5 boys, like our cousin, everybody, and we used to live in joint family.
Mm.
What Priyanka was 20 years back was completely different.
Right.
So who I am today, I create myself. The fearless, workaholic, ambitious, and whatever I'm today, I'm grateful.
Excellent. So, if you were to, for example, rate your life on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate? And if it's not 10, why?
See, life is happening. My dream hasn't been fulfilled yet. I'm still working on it.
Mm.
So if I give 10% 10 to myself, that's not fair because I know I'm still on the track of 5 to 6 because still I need another 4 to reach to 10. And my journey hasn't finished yet. My dream hasn't been fulfilled yet.
Right.
So I think 6 will be fine.
6. And why do you give yourself 6?
Because
What dream are we talking about? Where do you see yourself in the future?
This is very this is a question I never answered before to anybody because people get judgmental when you talk about that. When as a woman,
Okay.
why I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But this is a raw talk, so I'll say I always wanted to be a businesswoman. And second thing, I want to be part of the politics.
Okay.
I see myself in the biggest position in the world,
Wonderful.
which is more powerful.
Yeah, brilliant. And also, there is something in psychology that's called the hedonic treadmill.
What is that? I didn't know.
The hedonic treadmill basically is that it says that we work hard, we achieve, and then once we have achieved what we have worked for, we enjoy it. And then we reset. Our ambitions reset, our feelings for what we've achieved reset, and then we want more, and then we restart. And then we say, okay, where I have reached, what I have accomplished and achieved, because of this reset of ambitions and feelings, we want to go further, and then we start all over again. That's what the hedonic treadmill is, according to psychology that I read somewhere. And to be frank with you, if you look at it as well, it's not fair to give yourself a 10 out of 10,
That's how I
isn't
agree.
it? And I actually, when you gave yourself a 6, I said to myself, that's probably the right answer, because if you gave yourself, or if I gave myself 10 out of 10, then that means that we are not growing anymore. Is there something like that? Is there somebody in this world that has achieved 10 out of 10 and that they have stopped and have said, I've achieved whatever I've achieved and I'm not going to do any more?
Okay, one thing this is my own experience. I'm not talking about other people. So when you achieve everything, then you look for a peace of mind.
Mm.
Then it's like you're on the end. When you reset your goal again, you work hard towards again. You relive your life again. Because when, if I say when the family I grew up, the people I met when I was kid, they always have an age limit for everything.
Yeah.
Okay, after 40 you can't have thing, after 50 you can't have it. I never believed in that one. You still can achieve your dream up to age of 50. If you achieve something before 50, you can reset your new goal, new ambition, and you can work towards it. And then that give you a moment to live your life, and you enjoy every single moment because you know you're doing something different again. There's a lots of business people I saw, they have lost some money. They one point they said, listen, I'm done. I fulfilled my old dream. But after 2 years, I saw same people starting something different,
Yeah.
which is completely different. It can be spiritual, it can be related to healing, it can be related to business, it's related to new project. It never stopped. I think people who are very ambitious, they never stop because the brain is it's like they're overthinker as well. They never stopped it. They're always trying to find something which make them happy. I think that's how people do it. When you say where I scale myself, I said 6 because I know I had a one goal which I achieved it. I'm a mother, I'm looking after my 2 kids, everything. That was my first goal. I just want to settle here. I achieved. I did my study. What I wanted to achieve. I wanted to be a model. I wanted to be part of pageant. I did it. That was my childhood dreams. I never regret that.
Then why is it that in the subcontinental society, whether that's, for example, in India or it's in Pakistan or it's in Afghanistan, people are always told that, okay, at 22 or at 20 you need to finish your studies, then at 25 you need to have a job, at 35 you need to get married. Why these many rules for people?
I think this is mostly rules set up for women as well. I will say for man and woman.
Specifically for women, I think.
Specifically women. Okay.
Is it a way to control them, or
No, I
to put
think
them under pressure? What's
uh,
what's this?
being a girl, being a woman, and being a girl in my family, they always very protective toward girls. They want like an age of 22. Okay, mostly graduation finish in India, age of 21.
Yeah.
So this is a set age 21, 22. So they know age 21, 22, the graduation will finish. Then they start hunting for a boy. So they like a groom. So they want to get him married.
Yeah.
This is the thought they have it. And if you want to have work, okay, you want to try some work or job, you have another 2 years.
Yeah.
So this is a time set up not by parents, it's about society. It's a one person, it's lots of people, including in that one. But I think in my whole family, one thing, I never feel I was part of my family. I always had a very, very different attitude towards things. What they thought, I was completely opposite of that one. If I finished my study age of 26, that was different. I got married age of 30. I had my first girl age of 33. So for me, if you think about like the age factor, it never affected me. And the last year I turned 40, I decided to myself, okay, I'll work on myself. I set up new goals. I set up new ambition, what I wanted to achieve. So I think it's a society and people thought. It's not individual.
That's great. I mean, as I said at the beginning, that you run on ambition, and a lot of the times people don't like ambitious people, right? They say
They hate it.
they hate it. Absolutely,
In my thing, when I found out, I made certain women insecure as well around me. Yeah,
Okay.
because there's a I had a woman, she met me in one of the interviews. She asked me a very good question. She said, she told me actually, she said, you have, one thing you have a very strong about you. I said, what? She said, you have a very strong personality.
Mhm.
You're like a lioness. The moment you enter, the other girls were not able to sit next to you
Yeah.
because they feel very scared and insecure. And I was like, really? Actually, that was exactly what somebody told me in beauty pageant competition when I was there in 2016 for Mrs. India.
Yeah.
One guy told me the same thing. Said, out of 40 women, the moment you entered, they didn't like it because they felt very insecure.
Mm.
Because if any woman see very strong woman, that I think something they don't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
So I think you're gonna face that one. The moment you're gonna be more independent, you're gonna be more challenging for the people. People don't like it.
Yeah. That's true. No, you're absolutely right. And I've actually known you for, for a very long time. So 13 years,
Yes.
I think. And I would agree with you that you have a presence, you have an aura, and a lot of people who want to compete with you would obviously feel a little bit scared, or should I say insecure. That's absolutely true. And these social norms, I mean, a lot of these social norms are social scripts that people have set for their children, or for the, I should say, for the younger generation. I think a lot of these are written by people who have had a lot of time in their life. They haven't had anything else to do. So through these norms and through these social scripts, they have tried to control others.
Yeah, that's true.
And well, if somebody can, get married in today's age, like we're living in the West and we know that people get married. I in the news saw that somebody, gave birth to a child who was, this lady was, over 50. At the time when this happened, I think it was something unheard of. How can a woman give birth to a child at the age of over 50? Because they thought, women can become a mother only when they are below 30 or below 40, and then that's it. But you see how things have changed. It could have changed because people's lifestyles have changed, because of what people eat, because of how people think. It doesn't just happen like that. There is definitely something in the society that is making them do that.
To be honest with you, when we were kids, we never have any electronic items. We
Yeah.
have only TV maximum. We didn't have a computer that much.
Mm.
We didn't have phone. We didn't have a social media. We don't have any social app, anything. We didn't have it. And what we had it like animated books, cartoon books, or maximum school homework. That's what we had it.
Yeah.
More than we have a toys to play. When I was kid, I wasn't able to raise my voice. If I didn't like anything, I was like, okay, that's fine. I accept it. I'm a girl. I will accept it. But now, social media give you really different kind of power.
Yeah.
You say, you know what? I'm a woman. I would not take it because that's not part of me.
So what do you say to people who, for example, still follow those norms back home or here? They still listen to, these people who tell them about these social norms and social scripts. Like give them a borderline, an age limit at which you have to do a certain thing. And they live their lives by that. What do you say to them? What's your message to them?
Only that will be like controversial because the thing is that
I want this to be controversial.
This is the thing. This is dependent upon your family,
Mm.
where you come from, how your upbringing, where did you live whole life, what did you learn from your own family, what is your morals are.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Like if I say, if I follow my parents' my family rule, I would be a very different person. I did not. I've been rebellious. I said, no, that's not my life I want to live. I want to live different life. I chose it. Same thing. If somebody following the rule, family rule, that's individual thing. We can't change them.
Yeah.
If you still believe in it will happen because you're manifesting that way.
Mm.
Your parents said, okay, you have to get married 20 age of 22. You on your brain you decide, I'll get married age of 22. That's the right age of a marriage. You're manifesting every single day. It will happen actually.
It will. Yeah.
If you said, okay, no, wedding is not my priority. I have a different goal. I have a different ambition. I want to I will go on that path and I will complete my journey. You will definitely work for it.
Exactly. So if, for example, your thinking is that you should get married at the age of 22 and that coincides with what the social norms are, then that's absolutely fine.
My
Because sorry to interject, because you don't follow these social scripts because you are because you have to, but because you want to. If you want to, that's fine.
Yeah, because that's why it's completely by choice. There's nothing. My brother wanted to get married age of 23. He did get married. That was his dream.
Yeah.
That wasn't anyone else's dream. I wonder. Even then, if you have like me, I have two brothers and me. Three people have a very different kind of aspect towards a life. They think very differently. They look at very different thing from their life. So I can't. My parents couldn't change them.
Yeah.
They can't. They couldn't change me even because we had different aspect for their life. So I think it's an individual choice.
It's an individual choice. And people have to understand that. For example, this pillow,
Yeah.
if you look at it from this angle, right, it's a rectangle. But if you look at it like that, it's a different perspective. You can't say pillow should look rectangle from this angle and from that angle as well. And I think everybody has, their own way of looking at life. Yeah.
Nobody can change a thought. One thing I learned in my life, which has really helped me, which I always tell everybody, do listen to everybody. Do listen to everybody. Take advice from everybody. But do what you feel right for you.
Mm.
Never blame later to anybody because of you. I'm here.
They say, listen to everybody, make your own decision.
Make your own decision. Do listen to everybody. Everybody take advice. That will help you. But think first, is that right for you or not?
Yeah.
If you think it's right for you, go ahead with it.
Yeah.
And if you are if you got a wrong path, you still have a time to come back. It's dependent on when you want to get off. If you still think you're on the right train, you keep going, and after 10 years or 12 years you are regretting, that's too late.
That's too late. And also because if you're making your own decision, then you're taking responsibility for what you're doing. But if you're listening, if you're telling me to do something, but I don't want to, but I don't have my own, opinion, but I say, okay, well, Priyanka has told me, so it might just be right. Let me just do. She thinks good about me, so let me just do it. And that's something that isn't right for me, and I, see the negative impacts of it later in life, and then I come back to you and say it's all because of you. Yeah. I listened to you. People do this, don't they?
Because this is human being nature. They love to blame.
Yeah.
Never say you are the reason. You are the reason for your own problems.
True. It's true. I mean, wonderful. It's really nice to hear that. What do you think success means then? You just talked about, success in your answer to this. I would like to know what you think success is, according to you. Is it something that's subjective, or does success have, if we put it into perspective, does success have a shape? And if everybody can get to that, that's it. Or is it subjective and it keeps changing?
Okay. It's very...
Or it has levels?
It have very... this question is...
because it's the motto of the people nowadays. Oh, I want to be successful.
Okay.
Oh, I am successful.
This question, I was asked in my MBA in entrepreneurship class. I've been asked that question. It's like a deja vu.
Right.
Like 12 years back, I'm saying the same thing. Success, for me, is like a feeling where you feel proud of yourself. You have everything. Some people have everything. They still feel they're not successful in their life. They have money, they have kids, they have everything. But what is missing in their life? The peace of mind, same time.
Mm.
They're very anxious still. They still have some mental health issue. They're not dealing with it. For me, success is like it's like a stairs. You're going one by one place, you stop. Okay, I achieve everything. I'm happy. But over there, you lost yourself again. There's so many people. They feel, oh, I have everything, but what I left in behind me? Something.
Yeah.
Either relationship, family, something which they always feel is missing. When I achieve my goal, I will feel I'm successful. That's my definition.
Yeah.
So you remind me that 12 years back journey, which I was talking to my professor. And it's very funny. He had the same question from me.
Wow, wonderful. So that means I also think like a professor.
Yeah, because
which is really good.
Because my assignment was my dissertation was about Being a woman, when you set up a business, like I'm an entrepreneur, I have one very big project and pitch. I came in from, you're a banker or you are a big person, investor. I got my project, but there's another man sitting next to me. He got the project, but my project was better than his. And the investor knows that one, but he chose that guy over me.
Okay.
So here you have a problem because my dissertation was about that one. Being a woman entrepreneur or being a man, how many problems you had to face? Because I got a title of a strong woman. Okay, to get that title, it wasn't easy for me. I had to go through very, very long journey. So I, on that time, I give example of Anita Roddick, the body shop. She was very successful. For me, I really like her thing. She started from nothing, she became famous, and her work was amazing. Her products were amazing, very good. So I give example of that one. At same time, I'll talk about Richard Branson.
Yeah.
So they're two different personality. But Richard Branson got more opportunity than Anita Roddick on that time. So my project was all about that one. So same thing. If I define success in Body Shop or like Anita Roddick or Richard Branson, it's very different for them.
It's very different. Yeah. They might actually both say that they are the most successful.
Yeah, because the more
One can't say to the other, I'm more successful than you.
yes,
Because how would you measure success? How would you quantify success? Is it
there's no
by
limit.
bank balances or by feelings or by recognition?
I think when people recognize you, that's the biggest thing for you. That's like you know amongst the people.
Yeah.
People know you very well.
Which one was a bigger success for you? Winning the beauty competition or getting your MBA?
Okay, my success hasn't come yet.
Okay.
My MBA is a part of my journey, which I wanted to.
Do you not consider that a success or a sort of success?
This is sort of success. I'm proud of myself. I did it because
it's not an easy degree to do.
Because I came from Hindi medium school. I did my degree in English and I did in business. I didn't have a business background at all.
Okay.
And I started from scratch. Every subject I did it. I never read it in my life before. So that was completely different thing. But I was blessed. I have a very good professor in my uni. I've been supported as well. I'm not gonna say because I worked hard and my journey been easy as well.
Yeah.
So MBA was, that was one of my dream, which I fulfilled.
Yeah.
So coming to UK, that was my dream. It fulfilled, not by me, by God's grace. Yeah, I worked towards it. Beauty pageant, that was my dream, which my parents never wanted. Not my parents, my family never wanted to be part of that one. I always wanted to be a model, and
and you have proven it again how you always did what you wanted to do.
And I participated in the beauty competition when I was 32. I broke the age barrier as well.
Nice. Okay.
So I participated in the beauty pageant. I'm glad I did it, and I did not do any practice. I just walk on that without training. I never faced my camera. I never faced the camera before. I faced the camera. So many cameras in front of you, like 100 maybe. I did face it, and I felt very happy.
Yeah.
And the moment I was walking on the ramp, one of the designers asked me, "Can you be showstopper with me? I want you to walk next to us." And for me, that was like, okay. I walked with him. And on that time, when I'm working, I said, you know what? The dream I wanted to fulfill 13 years back, I fulfilled today. And I was so proud of myself. So that was one of the goal or dream, you can say.
Mm-hmm.
It's a part of my journey. So I want to have kids. I have a kids, motherhood. That was every woman's dream. I'm blessed. I have that one. So for me, success is far away still, but they were my dreams. They were my goal. They're happening.
You're still working towards it, and I wish you all the very best of luck, whatever it is, and I hope you get there as soon.
Yes, I'm always positive. I'm blessed. It will happen.
Yeah. So. I think attitude is one of the main things when you're working towards achieving a goal, because if your attitude isn't right, then no matter what sort of plan you've put in place, what sort of measures you've put in place, you're not going to get to where you want to get.
3 things I learned from my family. One from my mom, have patience. work hard till end. Don't give up easily.
Yeah.
That's she always said. In Punjabi, there was a one saying, "Dil nahi chhaddida." And I
Yeah.
was like, never give up and never leave the hope. You will do it. And my dad always say one thing in Punjabi. He was very kind person, and he used to tell me one thing. Was very strong. He used to pray. He used to say, "Rab sabda pala kari, ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਹੀ ਭਲਾ ਕਰੀ." Like,
Yeah.
bless everybody and then bless me afterward.
Wow.
And that was like kind of,
That's so unselfish.
yes, that's an act of kindness. And
Yeah.
I felt he was very down to earth. My dad was very successful business person as well. Everybody has up and down. So we faced with my dad. Like, parent have something, kids go through same journey.
Yeah.
So I had that one. So I think that what I learned from my dad. And one of the biggest person in my life was my grandfather.
Mhm.
He was police officer. He believed in me. He taught me English as well. I was studying in Hindi medium school. He always there was a one very famous IPS officer, Kiran Bedi. I was very inspired from her. She was like my mentor. I used to look at her. I felt she was a very strong woman. And but when I look at my mother wasn't well educated, but she pushed me to study. That
Mm.
was biggest thing. I don't know what she's seeing because she was completely illiterate. And my dad he had a qualification. So, but her prospect to see the life was very different. She taught me to be who I am. Patient. She always says, "Sabr rakh."
Mm.
If you have sabr, sab kuch miluga. That's
Yeah.
what she used to say.
Yeah.
Even then, my mom, before she died, she told me one thing. I still remember. कदी भी जिंदगी विच हारी ना. जिस दिन तू हार गई, you're finished. Like, never feel yourself you're a loser. The moment you feel you're a loser, you end up with a chronic disease.
That's the end of it. Yeah.
That's
Never
the end of
feel
your world.
defeated. Yeah.
And she said, because I knew you're going to be a very good mother. That's what she told me.
Yeah.
So even then, my dad, when my dad used to, my dad never called me girl. He always say, "Mera sher put." That was his word. He never say, "Meri kuri hai," or something. She's my daughter, "Meri kuri." Never say. He said, "My sher put." And even then, last call I had with my dad before he died, I got a job in a bank. After my graduation, so I was preparing everything. I was under training. I was supposed to get very good job, and it was very good package. And I was working part time as a makeup artist.
Yeah.
And when I was on training, and I got a call from India. My dad talked to me on that day. He said, शेर पुत्र नहीं, जो भी होगा, रब सही करूँगा. That's what he said. English like, be strong. Whatever will happen, stay strong. That's what he said.
Yeah.
After 2 days, my brother called my uncle. He said, "Your dad is well." But in my intuition was saying he's gone because the way he said me last word is it's gone. He was in hospital. So I gave up my training. They didn't. They said it's just like, why you going India? It's under training. I said, before you start put me another job, I'll resign straight away. I went to India. I prioritize my family first because the people who brought me in this world, I prioritize them. For me, my family always been above anything else. So when there, I know my dad passed away, my career changed, my life changed, but I'm happy.
Mm.
I'm happy I took that decision. I never have a guilt because people sometimes feel, oh, this thing happened, couldn't make it. I did make it. I did make it. And I went there. I was able to say goodbye to my dad, taking his last
Yeah.
blessings.
Yeah.
I think that was a good thing. So that's what I said. Money come, things come. You never live with the guilt and regret.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's been so impactful the way you've spoken. Just in answer to the question I asked about success, it was really moving, actually. And I agree with you, to be honest with you. And it's true that success is subjective, and it doesn't have to have a form, a shape, or a version. Everybody's success definition is different. And self-determination is definitely one thing that I would say people should have in order to be able to achieve at whatever sort of success that they have in their mind. And I think they should have, ensure that they have autonomy, they have control, connection, and the rest of it will all fall in place. And it's a feeling, as soon as you feel you've achieved something and it makes you feel proud, that's success.
Because someone told me, like, I was supposed to be investment banker, like, because of my degree, I was in finance. Somebody told me, one of the a random person told me, he used to work with me in training, said, "Oh, Franca, you made a very bad decision in your life. Where you are right now, you should have been in a better place." That's what he said. And I said, what I chose over my job, I never regret that. I would not regret that in my whole life, because I never have a guilt for that. That was for me, the satisfaction, the success, that feeling. Okay, I'm with my dad on the last moment. I was very happy.
Yeah.
So how you consider love and success is the same. It's a feeling.
And just before we came into the studio, you told me that you are a black belt in Taekwondo as well, isn't it? It's amazing. I said, wow.
That was
I didn't know this.
I don't want to talk about that one. The thing is that was some memories.
You defeated a man.
The thing is that
in a fight.
Yeah, because when you wanted to do something, and when you've been stopped by family members, like not parents, another family members, sometimes you feel hurt. But I think that was the past. But that was same thing. That was actually framing my future. I wanted to be IPS officer in India. That was my dream. Like I told you, my mentor, Kiran Bedi, I want to be like IPS officer, because my grandfather really motivated me go there. He took me one of the academy we had in Philor, Punjab. It's one of the biggest academy for the police, and he took me over there. And Kiran Bedi was the guest over there. He told my family he's taking me to the wedding. After wedding, I worked with my grandfather to go to the academy, because he wanted me to see the Kiran Bedi on that time. I couldn't meet her, but she was very far, but I saw her. For me, my grandfather wanted me to get inspired from her, and really inspired from her. So that my sports, everything, it was framing my another goal of my life.
Yeah.
I wanted to be happy. So it didn't happen. I never regret. It's okay. That's another chapter of life close. But I know I still have ability to fight with somebody.
Yeah. If somebody knows that you are, they would probably, shy away from fighting you.
No, being sports woman, it was good as well, because you can fight with anybody.
Yeah, at least you can defend yourself physically as well.
That was the biggest thing for me in UK, because I was able to defend myself from guys.
Nice. So Priyanka, if you could tell your younger self one advice that you could give to your younger self, say somebody who is 20 years, another Priyanka, meaning you, going back 20 years, your younger self, if you could give her one advice, what would that be? Considering everything you've experienced in life and considering everything you've said, what would that be?
Oh, that's so. I normally don't answer that question, because it'd been asked in another interview as well. So my younger version and this version is very different people.
Yeah.
One was very shy, timid. One is like fearless, strong, different, rebellious.
Would it make sense to
to
have an amalgam of shy and a bold Priyanka, a mixture of both, or just one?
I used to no. If I see a younger self of mine, like when I was 14 or 15, I always have one thing. Never take people's advice, which is not right. Believe in yourself. When people say you can't do it, you will say, I can do it. That's the advice you have to give yourself. Because when people say you can't do it, it means that you have ability to do it. That's why they question marking that. But when you do it, okay, I'll give you an example. I had an IELTS exam. I've been told by one of my family member, she will not pass the IELTS exam in International English Language Testing System.
I've done that myself as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
They believe I'll get 5.5 bands, so I wasn't able to apply for UK or whatever. I scored 8 bands. That was
Nice.
incredible because
Nice.
my subject was I no all over I got 7.5, but English speaking I got 8, and it was very big thing for family. And the people who was telling me, they all had 5.5 band or 6 band, and people they thought I wouldn't able to do it because I believed in myself. I got 7.5, and it was easy for me to apply for my study.
It's like, the spotlight effect, where people sometimes, they think that they're being watched and they're under the spotlight all the time.
Being watched, like which way?
Like, you're being watched, you're being judged. So you have to do as they think, you have to do as they believe. If you don't, then they will start judging you. That's why I say this spotlight effect. So wherever you move, the spotlight moves with you and people keep watching you. I think people should stop, believing that they're under the spotlight and believe that people have other things to do. They may not have. You may even be under the spotlight, but believe that people actually have other things to do. They're not always thinking about you. They're not always talking about you. And then you carry on with your life.
Here, I will say only one thing. My dad used to always say one thing to us when I was in 10th class. He said, "Gio jeene do,
Yeah.
Gio jeene do, live and let other people live."
This leads me to this question of when do we walk away from people?
I
Because we said, the longer we stay with the person that spreads this negativity, that hurts your feelings, when do you realize, okay, this is the right moment for me to walk away from this person? Because if you don't, then that will hamper your success, your growth, and it will snatch your peace of mind from you as well, which is very important.
There's some decision I made in my life. I waited a little bit longer, and it really backfired me. There's lots of things have been lost in that situation. I think it's depend on your situation where you are right now, because if you're really into successful, is you ready to sacrifice something which meant for you, which is very important for you, that's by your choice.
Yeah.
But if some situation really hurting you, making you like mentally, emotionally broken, it's better to get off from there as soon as possible. Don't wait for even a second station. Just get down. The moment the door click, just get out. So, but you have to be strong enough. Would you able to handle that situation in that time? Would you be able? Are you strong enough
To leave.
to leave? Are you strong enough to get out from that door and without? Okay, when you
Without looking back
yes,
at all. Because the road to success is always a steep hill, isn't it? It's always a uphill with loads of obstacles on the way.
it's
It's
always
never a down, slippery slope.
imagine success is like a ball, and it's on the 8th step of that one. One step has something slippery. First, you step down, you're gonna fall back. You're gonna give up, which I believe you shouldn't give up. Then second step come. Okay, it has some other hurdles. We fall down again, come back on 1. Then from 1 to another 0. So slowly, it's like you 8 step to get that particular ball. You have to go through that one. There's no way you will jump over it and get it. I have seen people who jump over it, they get it, but they lost everything completely.
Yeah.
Either they are in a disaster situation. There's a people did it. They do lie, they do get that success, but how long does it last? How interact in their life? How happy they are? Are they in peaceful place? My friend must be earning 200,000 pound salary. My salary is only 10% of it. I have no problem. What about you? What do you think about success? That's my question from you now.
Oh,
Because as a man, because success, what do you define? How you define the success in your language, in your words?
actually, as I said, success is something very subjective, and I agreed with you when you said that it's about peace of mind. It's about the feelings, and I think that as per the self-determination theory, they say that you should be content, you should feel valued, you should have autonomy, control in your life and your dealings and things that you do. If you have all these 3 things, then you are naturally happy, you are naturally successful. And I personally don't think that success is measured or quantified by how many people you know, how much, money you have in your bank account. Um, it really doesn't have a shape. It doesn't have a form. I think sometimes I also believe that success is a mirage. And I think it's a word that's being blown out of proportion, and people and the media are trying to control the minds and the brains of people by flaunting different things about it, saying, for example, if you achieve this, you're successful. If you become, for example, academically, if you become a professor, then you're successful. Otherwise, you're not. But because if you go to a shop where there is a mechanic working on a brand of a car, to him, success may at that very moment mean, this car has an engine problem, I'm going to fix it. And he's successful at fixing it. At that very moment, he might say, well, can I have a cup of coffee because I've fixed this engine problem and I've been successful.
See, yes, we have a same theory about success. I think success is about psychology, how you feel things, how you say things. That's it, nothing more
That's
than
about it, yeah.
Because everybody want to have success, but I think it's all theory how you feel it. It same like you quantitative quality. It's fine because how you feel it psychologically, how happy you are. I've seen people who have everything, but they end up with a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Because for them, okay, I have a big house. Oh my God, everything I have it. But internally, they are not happy.
Yeah.
They are not satisfied.
They're in search of that happiness now.
Yeah.
They've got all the money they want, everything they want.
That's what Toy Story, my friend.
Yeah.
He's earning good money. He has everything. What he's looking, he's going to meditation center to get the search of peace of mind.
Yeah.
So I think success should be where you feel valued as well. You feel happy as well.
That's
your family.
That's the catchword.
Success come with the family. If you are in a family, they should be part of your journey.
Yeah.
If you left your family behind and you achieve something, you becoming a CEO, director, and treating everything very badly, for me, that person is loser itself.
And you've left your kids and your wife and your entire family behind.
And you think you're CEO of one company, you can get somebody else. It's no. For me, he's the person, even he or she, they're losers. How can you leave something and get success and you will you're still thinking, I'm not happy? Because happy, because you in success, there's a two mindset. People had it. Very, very simple. This is my dissertation theory. I'm not talking about other people. There's two mindset of people. One, forget about anything, forget about everything, focus on we call Arjuna, Mahabharata. So he had one fish. He was focusing on that eye. That was his focus. These people had a focus of that one. Some people who believe in work. Okay, I work, I'll get that one. So that when the people they get that route, they never have a guilt. If they have done wrong, they never do guilt. They never feel guilt. They always say, okay, I know I'm the best, I can do it. So they keep going it. So they leave so many things behind. They never have guilt. Some people, when they carry the family, they know if I leave this thing, I'll be have that. So they think it's like overthinking as well. But they knew this success will be valued one day.
Yeah.
Which is in two tracks. Which one you want to choose it, that's completely up to you.
Yeah. You said something there. What makes you feel valued? And I think this is the catchword for success. What makes you valued? I would like to add something there. You said if somebody becomes a CEO of a company and then leaves his entire family behind him, say, for example, doesn't care about his wife and children anymore because he's reached at the acme of corporate, world, and want to say that I'm successful and that's it, and enjoys all the money and the benefits that he gets. Now, if you put both side by side, becoming a CEO, and then here is your children and your wife, or your children and your husband, you're looking at both. Your words, what makes you feel valued? Does it make you feel valued to be with money, with position, with job title and role, or does it make you feel valued to be with your children and your wife or your husband? Whatever makes you feel valued, you go to that, part of success. That's your success.
Yeah.
You can't say one is better than the other. And they all actually go hand in hand. We were talking about, what is the giveaway to when you have to walk away from people, and people who have a negative vibe, people who might, be a hindrance for you towards your goal accomplishment. I think it's just that we get stuck in the past too much, right? Various things cause us to be stuck in the past too much, and then we refuse to move forwards. And just like the sunk cost fallacy, they say, people will grow with you if they want you to grow.
Yes.
They will grow with you. They won't try to stop you from growing. The moment they don't want to grow with you,
They will stop.
you will grow without them. You decide at that very moment that you want to grow without them. So what makes people good? Is it the moment that makes them good or shapes them? Or is it that they just don't want to be good? They just want to be bad?
Good bad theory is an individual thing. That's why I'm telling you. When somebody said to me, forgive the person, the situation was bad, circumstances were no good. No, the human being wasn't good. The human being was very bad. That's what circumstance happened. If he was good, he wouldn't have done it. Or she was good, she wouldn't have done it. So good and bad thing, I don't know how to.
Yeah.
Maybe you have answer for that one.
I think it's nature versus nurture, they say. The nurture bit is what shapes you. If you put it this way, say a child is born and it's born in a loving home, right? The child will automatically become a caring and a loving person as
Yes.
he grows up, as she grows up, as she or he, has his or her personality takes shape. That's how, because of the home that he or she is in, shapes her or him. Whereas if he's born in a chaotic family, in a chaotic home, where there is always arguments, there's always, issues, then I think the child will be affected, will be impacted. Because if you see, I have noticed, now I have got children, I have noticed that normally majority of people are very kind to children. You will find, an odd one here and there who don't like children. The majority of people are very kind to children. So, for example, if they see somebody, a neighbor, for example, on daily basis, and this neighbor is very good to this child, very kind to this child, gives him a lollipop or a toy, the moment they see that person, they will become rejuvenated. They become really happy and they run to that person with a lot of joy. Meaning, naturally, children recognize kindness. So if you, for example, strip off, you talked about recreation. If you were to, for example, strip off everything you had, the money you had, you strip yourself off the money you have, you strip yourself of the education, the job title, and the role you have.
Do I have a peace of mind? Am I happy?
That's what I want to ask.
That's the question I'm asking.
Are you still gonna be happy?
That's what.
How are you gonna recreate yourself?
That's what I said. Be true to yourself.
Because that's what people are after. That's what they want to do. They want to strip you off everything: the money, the success, the job, the position.
3 things.
Of everything. And a lot of people have actually happened to be in this situation. They've lost their money. They've lost their job title just because of some who have stripped them off.
It happened to me as well. Did I give up? No. Did I recreate myself? Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I told you earlier, if you believe yourself, people can strip you off, take the money away. You take your job as well. Did you stop believing yourself? No. Do you believe you are good? Yes. Do you have something wrong? Okay, talk to yourself. Was I wrong? Yes. Okay, I need to work on myself. Then you can recreate yourself. If you're lying in whole journey, everything, you're lying. Whatever happened, you were the reason of that thing. You still believing you're right. That's the biggest thing here. Then there's no for you.
Mm.
You can't recreate yourself because everything is a lie. Then it will.
But how about things you've lost?
You can recreate yourself.
Mm.
That's what I said.
But then somebody else will again, cause you to be to lose them, to
No,
lose what you've got,
because
what you have got out of the recreation.
What did you learn from that situation? You learn very big lesson.
Mm.
Never believe in people like that. Whenever you meet that people, whatever happened with me, did I stop believing myself? No. What I start doing, I don't trust people very easily.
Yeah.
I made a more. First, I had one boundary. I have two boundaries. I don't let them close. Till that I don't trust, I don't talk to them because till that I don't feel I should it. You can recreate yourself when you are aligned to yourself. You're very, very honest to yourself. Then you recreate yourself. Whatever you lost, that's why I keep telling you, never feel guilt, never feel regret. That thought will come your mind when you're alone. When you're alone, that thought will, oh, I did that one for that one. The person cheated on me. You would be angry, aggressive. That is okay. Go to gym, take it out over there.
Yeah.
Go to the treadmill, run like a crazy. 5 minutes. You'll forget the moment. Your traumas, your feeling would not stop. It will keep coming. It will. If somebody strip you up with taken everything away from you, if you believe you will recreate, only thing is that you have learned one lesson. How strong you are, that's up to you. I was in that point where I was nothing. So that's somebody. Everybody has some past. At that situation where I felt I'm nothing.
Yeah.
I had no self-esteem, no motivation, loser. I felt on that thing, I can't do it. There's nothing for me in this world. You get very anxious. But the moment I thought, listen, that was the biggest lesson in my life. I made decision. I should take responsibility because I let those people cheat. I let those people come in the boundary. I let those people, that guy or woman, to be part of my journey because I had a blind trust.
Yeah.
Next time, I wouldn't do the blind trust of anybody. Anybody.
Yeah.
I will think before I do anything. People think from heart, they lose a lot. People think from brain, they never lose it easily.
Yeah.
Because,
that's why they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
yes. So when there's a heart and brain work together, people who think with the heart, they never listen to the brain. People who think with the brain, they never listen to the heart. So it's always like that.
Mm.
So you will come on the floor. You will when you see them successful, you'll be upset, like for a moment. Oh my God, I should have been there. But that's not your that must be. It must be your different journey. What you had it and what the person doesn't have it is very different. You must have peace of mind. The person must have not have a peace of mind.
Mm.
You know that one. Be honest yourself. Is it
Yeah.
true or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
My dad taught me to be a giver, not a taker. That's always I did it. At that he always told me, do this thing, never do that one. That's the I always have thing. I never put hand in front of anybody. I always give. So I've been giver. If being a giver, somebody stripped me completely, taken everything away from me, my money, my property, everything. What I'll you do? I'll cry. What will happen? It will ruin my health, mentally, emotionally, physically. But then I'm delaying more myself to recreate myself. I'll wait another 3 months, 6 months because I'm being lazy, because that thoughts not going in my mind. The moment you said, okay, let go. Let go things is not easy. It's not easy.
No.
In Punjabi, Hindi we say, धोखा कभी नहीं भूलते. प्यार में हो, रिश्तों में हो, पैसे में हो, धोखा कभी. और धोखा देने वाले हमेशा अपने होते हैं. They are not outside. They're the closed one. Friend, family, they are not outside. Nobody can come in your boundary. It's always dished by your own friend. You think they are your friend, they're not.
Yeah.
Family, no, they are not. They always do that one. But you learn from mistakes. You just move on. You never let the person to look at you and say, oh, look, cause of me, he's a loser. No, you say, cause of you, I'm a more opportunist. I can get more opportunity in my life.
Yeah.
And I believe in myself.
Because of you, I'm more experienced.
I'm
Because of
more
you, I've
experienced.
learned more.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And when somebody say that thing happened, a couple of times things happened to me, I always say thank you to them. I did purposely. You know why? Because I told them, I did not forgive you, but I need to forget that. Because forgive and forget doesn't work together. I did not forgive you, but I forget because I blocked my memory for that one. The moment you will come in front of me, you will tease me with your success. How much when I forget that thing, it wouldn't affect me because that memory is closed completely for me. It wouldn't affect me at all. It wouldn't affect anybody in this world. So I like when I sit with a woman or anyone talk about motive things, like things that motivate me, like positive vibes, positive things. I don't like to talk about the things which like about negative, and I just get out from that area and I go sit somewhere else.
Yeah.
Sharing your feelings is important. Like if you've been through this kind of situation, somebody hurt you a lot, but you still restart it.
Yeah.
You will meet new people who are very positive, and they will very very good advice to you. In our thing, there's a saying of Krishna, जो जो तुम्हारे पास है वो ना तुम्हारा है ना होगा,
Mm.
जो यहाँ से लिए यही छोड़ के जाओगे. It's like a detachment. Don't
Yeah.
get too attached with things which hurt you a lot. Simple theory, जो भी होता है, let it happen.
Don't be materialistic.
Don't be materialistic.
Attached. Worldly.
If you had money, it's for enough to look after your kid. You're happy. You are able to give food to your kid. That's the biggest thing. If you have so much worries and you can't deal with things in the home, it's not worth it.
Mm.
Every time there's something and you can't deal with it, what's the worth of that money?
Yeah.
And one thing, this is my experience. People who cheated on you, people who hurt you, they're never happy. They show you happy, they wouldn't be happy in their life. The person who'd been victim, they will sleep nicely at night time because they know they haven't done anything with that one. This is your own intuition. It will come one day. They will know they have done something wrong to somebody. So this is the whole journey experience. This is my experience. I didn't learn from anybody.
Yeah.
Like I have a father figure here, like my dad's brother, my Taiji. He really looked after me when I came here. But he told me one thing as well, which was when I landed here, he said, you need to find your own way. Because we are in that country where I can't hold your finger and take you anywhere. You need to find your own way. Open the door, look at the map, where's your uni, where's your college, where's your thing, find your job. I will be behind you, but you believe you are alone.
You take the lead.
Yeah. He said, you need to believe you are a leader. You're going to take the lead and everybody will going to be a follower. The moment you will think that way, and that's sometimes certain people say something, but it really, really, really affect me. And it really make me motivated. I met people who told me, you're not going to survive in this country. After one day, you're going to go back. I had that people. But I believe in myself. I know someone, and in our thing, like Krishna theory, which we always talk about, Krishna was Sarthi for Arjuna in Mahabharata. So in the every journey of your life, there's always one Sarthi. In which form he comes or she comes in your life, you never know.
Sarthi means companion.
Like a friend.
Yeah.
Like person who can help you.
Yeah.
It can be like your friend, your family, anybody. No, you will not be alone in the journey. You always have somebody. Okay, you're in a legal battle. You can't have a lawyer. You will never know how you will get that another facility in your life. Maybe government give you fund. Okay, get the lawyer. It's always this. Always this is my experience. I was alone. I have lots of things in my life. I had to go through lots of struggles. But I know there's a one Sati for me always. Anywhere I'm stuck, there's something will happen and I move up from that one. Sati can be situation. Sati can be friend, companion who can help you. There's always God make you lead if you're true to yourself.
Yeah.
That's all. My journey has always been like that. By God's grace, blessed, and I have Sati who or she will come and help me to come up. If I lost in my journey, I will have guidance. Sati is like a guidance. Either I will get guidance from the teacher, and guidance from my friend. I will get guidance from the neighbor. I can get guidance from anybody. So life move on.
Life moves on. Yeah, life moves on. So do you believe in the five people rule? They say you are known by the company you keep. So the people you walk and talk with, you walk with, you talk with, you live with, or your friends. I don't know how many people will make a company. 2 people, 3, 4, 5. But they say the 5 people rule. So do you believe that if you are with a certain group of people, that's how you should be known?
It's
You are
not
known by the company you keep.
actually one thing I agree. By the company, people give you tag as well. If you're people sitting with the people, okay, you don't drink. You drink sitting with the people who drink a lot or take drugs, whatever. They will not know. They will not say you are non-alcoholic. You don't drink, whatever. But they will tag you. You're part of that company.
Hmm.
So they will name you.
Yeah.
That's what I told you earlier. I found out the company. I start sitting with the people who motivate me, not the people who play with my emotions. So I think this does work. They tag you with a different name. Your company does matter. The people you hang around, it does matter. If you're hanging, okay, you're 13, you're hanging around with a guy or girl, whatever, and she has a very different concept about life. Like everything is like dokha deal. Okay, we should do this thing. We could get that money. We would. It's always like a very rough ideas about it. Life. You will influenced by them as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're drinking. They'll offer you drink. Okay,
Yeah.
people who see you walk in the street, oh, there's he's drinking, and this guy must be drinking. They go to your home. That what happened used to happen, still happen in India. They tag you with that name. So I think it does matter.
Yeah. It
People
does. It
company
does.
does matter.
Yeah.
When you sit with the people who have a very different thought, it really does influence you. It does affect you. The- You have a situation. You're talking to somebody. Okay, I have a situation. Oh, you should have think about it. You should have thought. You will be feel very, very upset because that theory will really hit you. You're already going through something. Somebody telling you, no, no, no. If you do this thing, blah, blah, blah. But you need somebody who say, you know what? This is a journey. You will go through with it. Just be positive. Just do it. Do your way. You will reach one day. Never give up. This is the friends you need. You don't need friend who trying to find the fault which you have done it. You have done mistake. They find that mistake and keep like bringing that in a conversation half an hour. I prefer to have a half an hour conversation with somebody who's very good instead of sitting somebody who's talking about shit, very bad words. I don't want to sit with somebody. I always sit with the people who really motivate me. And that's why I make quality friends, not quantity friends.
Nice.
It's very quality is they said quantity is better than no quality is better,
Quality. Yeah.
quality is better than
Quality
quantity.
matters. Yeah. It's
So
better.
quantity matter is good quality friend. 3 amazing, 10 amazing, but quality friends, not like 100 friends. This is my friend. This is my. I never say this is my friend. I never say that. I have a very few group of friends. They will be my friends whole life. New friend, I'll make new friends. They'll be part of my. The moment I feel like one thing I will tell you, when you have a frequency, kindness frequency, you always attract kind people.
Yeah.
They said sometimes you attract opposite people as well. It does happen. But your intuition says that person is bad, but you still attract that person. That person is 100% bad. You will attract. But you will attract right person, people as well. Your
Yeah.
frequency go to the person. Okay, that's a right. They always say to make a, even then you have a good friend, you always make one or two bad friends as well. How can you appreciate the good friend in your life? If you have bad if you have first time good friend, it will always your friend. Never happen. So I think in everything you go through one or two, three problem, there you go.
You have to have a few bad ones to be able
It
to
always
appreciate the good ones, isn't it? Thank God I've got the good ones as well.
when you're in a class and in reception class and you make a friend, the person is no good. After some time, you will, oh mama, I miss my friend, blah blah blah. Gone, friend, gone. You make a new friend. The person is really affectionate, the friend you wanted. You will connect with that friend because you will appreciate that friend more because the friend you had it, the person wasn't right for you. So same thing, friendship, everything.
Yeah. Excellent.
So
So-
people make a difference in your life.
Yeah. People
Uh,
do.
I always say, be with the right people. People change your life. You born in a you don't choose your birth parents. In our culture, say yes, your soul choose your parents. That we agree as well.
Yeah.
But your soul chose it. But what kind of emotions you gonna face it? That's not unpredicted.
It's unpredictable.
But the moment you came in the house, you don't know how your parents gonna be. Your soul choose them, but how you gonna react? What is your baggage of karma you had it? What kind of you had it with you? You're gonna deal with it. So this is the thing. The chaos, dysfunctional family, happy family is all your thing. But when you choose your partner, it's always had to be a right decision. The moment you choose wrong partner, it ruins your life, your dream, everything shatter. So two decisions are one of the hardest decisions in life. By birth is fine. Your soul chose it, you have to pay. But second decision, your partner. These two decisions has to be very important. It's very, very important decision in life.
Excellent. Okay. So as a closing, what actually matters?
For in which way? What matters in which way?
Based on what we've discussed, to have a happy life, to have a successful life, to have peace of mind, and to live life normally, what actually matters?
See, nobody want to live normal life.
Mm.
That will be. I don't think so. Anybody in this world want to live normal life. Everybody want to achieve something in their life. So how you see the success, what you want to carry, that's individual thing. That's individual thing. For me, for my success, my family, they need a good life. I do work
Mhm.
for it. I want everything for them. So this is matter for me. So my parents live for me. I will live for my family. So this is matter for me. This is success for me. The moment everything's my kids are happy, everything they have it, what they need it, that's success for me. And I achieve because before my achievement, my goal were for me. Now it's not for me. It's with my family. It's for my family. So whatever I achieve in my life, it all for them.
Yeah.
So that's my success. The moment they have happy life, everything they have, they need it. That's success for me. That's a success feeling for me. So then I will say, okay, I'm successful within myself. I have a peace of mind same time. That's called satisfaction within themselves as well.
Yeah. Excellent. No, it was really impactful, Priyanka. Thank you very much
I
for
try.
coming. Thank you very much for coming to my podcast today. And I mean, not only impactful, but I think it was really motivational to have this conversation with you. And I was expecting this. And to all the viewers and listeners, I hope today's show, today's episode has motivated you, has impacted you in a positive way, and has, if you've lost hope, I hope it has ignited the glimmer of hope again, and then it reshapes your meaning, your being, your existence in this life. So it's, they say that we are wired for this dissatisfaction, but we should try our best to live the life that we want and not the life that other people want us to live. So if that's happened to you after today's show, then that means we've been successful as well. Stay raw.